video, I'm going to show you how to film an epic walkthrough tour using nothing but your iPhone on this awesome RV. Let's get into it.
So right now we're actually at White Oak Shores Campground near Emerald Isle, North Carolina. We're on this gorgeous estuary and we have been here a couple days just filming for our client, getting tons of different content that they can use on social media, in their ad campaigns, YouTube. One of the things that we always try to include is walkthrough tours using our phones. Just simple one-shot reels that you guys can start doing. This is something that I've actually been doing for years, and I actually was doing this before I started getting paid by different hotels or tourism boards or whatnot, and it's actually what led me to start getting noticed. All I would do is whenever I did take a trip, maybe it was for a wedding or a family trip or something like that, I would try to showcase the hotels we were at. First off, it was a great way to be able to practice. I was able to dial in my skills, make sure I could get my content looking as good as possible. Secondly, it actually started to attract the attention of different hotels, tourism boards, awesome brands, and led to the ridiculous adventures that we've been on for the last 5 years. Like I said, we're at camp. We're actually on the tail end of a 12-day road trip for our client. We had some extra time today. And guys, all you need is a phone in your pocket. This is actually the iPhone 15, but any phone will work that has the built-in stabilization. That's a huge aspect of it. Otherwise, you might want to be using something like a DSLR and gimbal. But for me, that requires so much extra setup time and whatnot. Like, I love whatever's easiest. I can pull this out of my pocket immediately and start filming whenever the moment hits, okay? So without further ado, the first thing that you're gonna wanna do on your phone is make sure your settings are dialed in. I always like to have grid lines set up. I wanna make sure my phone is recording in the highest quality possible. Now on this phone, I'm recording 4K, 60 frames a second, which will just give you a little bit extra to work around with. And honestly, I think recording in 60 frames when you upload to social media, it makes your footage look that much more quality because Instagram obviously compresses your videos and whatnot. With the extra frame rates, it seems to help a little bit. So the first thing I do is figure out where I actually wanna start this walkthrough. Usually I'm looking for kind of like the most gorgeous overall scenic thing I can, or the most attention grabbing. Because remember, if this is gonna go on social media, we want that first 3 seconds to really draw the person in and capture their attention. So seeing a cool RV based here on the water, nothing around, this looks pretty awesome to me. Keep in mind, you can film multiple different walkthroughs and styles and see which one's best. My recommendation is just keep practicing. The more you do it, the better you'll get. So what I'm gonna do is actually start here on the outside. With my phone, I'm gonna be filming this in vertical. I always wanna use 2 hands to try to really stabilize the phone as much as possible. Using one hand, it can lead to some shakes, especially if you had your morning coffee. You know how that goes. So I'm gonna clamp it with both my hands here. And then the second thing I'm gonna do is when I walk, I'm gonna do this like weird ninja crab walk. And I'm gonna be walking like this because it stabilizes the camera a bit better than this. So if you guys have bouncy walks, cut that crap out. You gotta get down, you gotta get low, you gotta look weird. And then you can, yes, this is why we do squats, baby. There we go. So that is the position you guys wanna be in. I'm just on video, I'm on 0.5, I'm on wide mode. This is gonna let me see as much as possible. If you guys are filming real estate, hotels, RVs, whatever it is, you always wanna capture the space and make it look as grand as possible, right? So we're gonna use the wide mode on this. I'm gonna start over on this side. There's a lot of cool things over here. So what this is gonna do is actually gonna start to reveal more of the setup, the hot tub. We got the laptop going over there. We keep coming around, you'll start to see the bikes, right? As I come around, what I'm gonna try to do is kind of cap it and use my grid line to keep this door in the general area. So once I'm here, I'm lined up perfect, then we actually can go into the RV. So it's always a good thing to do just to walk through, kind of make sure your flow is gonna look good as you go. We'll open this door open, right? So I'll come up here. Next thing I'm noticing is this is a low shot. I can't really see much. So here, 10 times better. So as I come in, I'm gonna wanna start raising this a little bit as I do my ninja crab walk up the stairs. Then we could probably do a little reveal on this side, give them a little taste. Then we can pan over here, give them even more of a taste. And then what we're gonna do is slowly back up, turn it here. So the other thing I'm thinking of, guys, is not everything is gonna be real-time speed. I'm going to be speed ramping some sections.
The need for speed.
So like this turnaround, no one's gonna wanna see this door. Come on now. So we'll spin around, we'll speed ramp that part just a little bit until we get to the bedroom here. And then we can come in. This is where I'm gonna tap, come over here and see this real quick. So as I come in, you'll see this bedroom looks great, right? But then I go to the window, looks like crap. So on the phone, I could just tap. Now people can see the outside. I could even zoom if I wanted to. Maybe we'll get fancy and try that, okay? And then I'm gonna wanna turn back here, open this just a little bit. It's hard because there's a mirror, so I'm gonna be in the reflection. If I'm in the reflection, sometimes I just make it obvious. Throw up a peace sign, whatever. I'll pan to the shower over here. And then we can start going back out this way just to give people a taste again what this room looks like. So the other thing, guys, is you notice the RV is pretty clean right now. I spent about 30 minutes just organizing, sweeping the dirt off the floor, making sure the clutter was kind of tucked away. Stuff is in the storage bins and everything. Like you can see up here, it's like a little chaotic, but you know, that's living in an RV. Every time you drive, everything just flies around. So now everything looks good. We kind of know the flow. Let's go see what it happens. I'll record on my phone too, so you guys can actually see the picture in picture of what I'm filming. While I'm filming, it's gonna be like freaking Inception. Inception your ass. All right, so even as we were walking through the walkthrough that we're about to film, we realized a couple things could be a little bit better. So we actually took the fire that we had going kind of over there. We put it more by camp. This will happen. So this is why it always makes sense to do things a couple times, because as you're going, you're gonna see little things that can be improved. We removed the window shade. We set the fire up. We got the golf cart in the shot now. So let's film it again. Buckets, baby. So how long was that? That was like a 30-second clip. We're gonna speed ramp some of it, cut it down, probably be 15-20 seconds at the end. But that's as simple as it can be, guys. You also can, just like while you're here, you practice just getting a bunch of different shots. Because let's say the walkthrough doesn't work, you could just edit a simple video, all right? So this is how I do a lot of my shots. I don't really move my feet. I'm just rocking back and forth to give some motion and movement. I'm finding good spots that I can kind of get some shots and film. I do see your reflection in that, but for the sake of everything, so that's all I'm doing here is just grabbing simple shots. And you can even play around, you know, like let's say we wanted to start, let's say this bedroom, you know, this bed was made out of gold, you know? So it's like, wow, a gold bed with a diamond blanket, you know, that's really gonna catch people's attention on social media. This is where I would start, not the outside of the RV.
All right, guys, so real quick, I'm just going to walk you through kind of what the actual speed ramp looks like here in Premiere Pro. So as you can see, I have some different keyframes here. I smooth them out a little bit here, you can see, to try to just like ease the ramps in and out so it's not super jarring. And overall, this clip, is about 20 seconds here. If you go back and look at the original, you know, this was 37. So we saved 17 seconds of someone's time as they were going through the reel. And in order to kind of get there, this is how the clip looked before. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm going through the clip. I'm finding good moments that I want to speed through. I'm putting little keyframes and then I'm changing the speed. And as you can see, the speed is not the same on all these clips. Some of them are only, let's see, this one here is about 300% speed. This one's about 1,000% speed. So I'm going through. Basically, you're going to right click on the clip. You would go show clip keyframes. You'd select speed, hit P for your pen tool. Then you're just going to go through and be like, all right, I want to ramp it like right here in it. Let's say we want this to go to right here. This is where we want it to stop. We can hit it there, push this guy up. Let's just see how 600 is. So let's say we still want it faster. Get it more up there. All right, I like that a little bit better. Now to smooth it out, you want to click on this, and then you're going to drag one way, and you're going to click on the other, you're going to drag the other way, and then you'll see this little thing comes up. So what I'm going to do is click on one of the dots and just click and drag to that side. Over here, click and drag to that side. And then you can play around with these here to try to, maybe you want to try to bring them all the way together. So it's more of a overall, let's see. We can zoom in here on this for you guys. So you see it's more of like an overall hump this way versus when we were back here, you're going to hit that speed and then it's going to stay at that speed. So it definitely takes a little bit of playing around with, when you're first getting going here, but overall, this is a way that you can just add a little bit of flavor to these videos, keep them engaging. Let's just say we wanted to just like blast through here to right here. You can hit that. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Let's do one of these guys. Bing, bang. Oh, that one's moving as far. See how much shorter it makes that clip there? Then we can just hit this. Hit this. And then it's probably going to be choppy when it plays through, but oh, it's crazy. It's terrible, but you guys get the idea. Maybe you like that kind of vibe. Now you know how to do it.
Or you just go around and practice your loop, swoops, and pulls, jump into edits, play around with the speed ramps. Like, this is how you're going to start building great walkthrough tours. The only other thing I would do is, after I film this vertically, I would also film it horizontally, so I have both that I could use for either a 16:9 video or more of a vertical reel. All right, so if you guys found this valuable, be sure to like and subscribe for future content. We're gonna be dropping a ton more videos all around video production, our crazy adventures that we do on the road filming with clients. And if you guys are looking to scale your video production business, we built an amazing community of content strategists whose sole focus is leveling up not only their business, but their life as well. Be sure to check out the link below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.